Well, hey everybody, this is Cheryl Pace. Thank you for joining me live for my series Shift Happens, How to Manifest the Life You've Always Wanted. So yesterday we talked about visualization and how to execute that process. I'm not going to review. If you didn't see it or hear it, then go back and watch it. It's really pretty cool. But today I'm very, very excited about explaining the science behind it. I think that I may have mentioned that I'm kind of a born skeptic and I really need the science behind things in order to really fully, believe in them. So today I want to talk about the science behind visualization to explain to you how exactly it works. Well, in the base of your brain, right back here, you have something that's called your reticular activating system, okay? Now, what that is, some people call it an RAS, so they don't have to say the whole word, reticular activating system. It acts kind of like a filter, and it filters all of the data that's around us. Did you know that there can be up to 2 million bits of data going through your brain at all times, or that you're exposed to? You can't possibly process all of the sounds and the tastes and the colors and the images that you come across. And so you need a filter, and that is where the RAS comes in. So how does it know what's important? Well, I forgot, I skipped a little part. So your RAS filters, it only allows things to go into your mind that it feels like are important. So how does it know what's important? Well, here's the key here. You ready? You let it know what's important by what you focus on the most. That's how it knows. You actually tell your RAS what's important to you. Now, maybe you can think back upon a time, like for me, being, a mom, I never used to really pay much attention to people who were pregnant. And but once I was pregnant, then it seemed like everywhere I looked, there were pregnant people around. Now, I'm going to interrupt my video real quick because I'm feeling like my internet isn't working. So I'm going to stop it and I'm going to check on that, because usually I have people that are watching live and I see people popping on and then popping off. So, hang in there with me. I'm going to finish this and be right back. Oh. Seth, maybe you can let me know. Is the internet working okay? Am I blurry right now? Clark, am I blurry right now? All right. I guess maybe I'm okay. But anyway, I'll just go ahead and finish and then I'll watch it. If it was awful, then if it was blurry, I'll redo it. Hey, Clark. So anyway, what I'm talking about now is the reticular activating system. It's a filter that you have at the base of your brain that allows certain information in. We're exposed to so much data all the time, we can't possibly process it all. So our reticular activating system filters and only allows the things that we feel are important to come into our mind. So what I was saying was, when I was pregnant, I saw pregnant people everywhere when I had never even noticed them before. If you've ever been maybe on a diet and there were certain things you weren't allowed to eat, and you're so focused on the things that you're not allowed to eat that everywhere you go, it seems like people are eating them. It's so annoying, right? Well, have you ever noticed that people who say these things to themselves, for example, I'm not very confident. They're not very confident. And people who say, I just can't lose weight, they usually don't. Or I'm always late. I have friends that say that. I'm always late. And guess what? They are always late. You might think they're saying it because they're always late, but in a minute, you'll understand the real reason. You have to be really, really, really careful what you focus on, right? Because if you focus on things too much, your reticular activating system thinks that they're important, and that's what your brain is allowed to see. How many times have you said these kind of things to yourself? I'm not good at this. Or there's just not enough time in the day. Or I always mess up. Or I don't have enough money. Okay, some of those things. Well, maybe some of those are held over from childhood. Maybe those are things that people told you and you just started telling those to yourself. Those are called self-limiting beliefs, and we're going to talk about those later this week. But if you keep telling yourself these negative thoughts, if these are the things that you're always focused on, then your RAS, the reticular activating system, allows things into your mind that support those thoughts. That goes through that filter, and your brain is allowed to see it. And that only reinforces those thoughts because it seems like life is like proving them to be true. And so then it strengthens that belief. It reinforces it. And the stronger you believe something, the more likely you are to tell yourself that. And you just get into this vicious cycle. Well, the good news is, now that you understand the science of it, you understand how you can break that cycle, right? You just have to flip those thoughts around. And instead of saying, I'm not very confident, say, I am confident. Instead of saying, I'm always late, say out loud, I am always on time. I am really good at this. Money comes to me easily. I'm getting better and better. You have to state things in the positive. Now, at first, it might seem like you're lying to yourself because maybe those things aren't true yet. However, if you start to focus on those, and I think you know where I'm going here, if you're focusing on those a lot, you're going to have a shift. This is where that whole shift thing comes in. Your reticular activating system is going to be alerted that now these are the things that are very important. It's going to let things through that filter that support this thought. And all of a sudden, everything in your life is going to support these positive thoughts. And your life is literally going to start changing. And not only will the positive thoughts raise your vibrational frequency, but things are going to start changing in your life. Have you ever come across one of those annoying people that just feels pretty much invincible? Kind of like Muhammad Ali. I think I remember him always saying, no one can ever beat me. I'm the best, I'm the best, I'm the best. Well, guess what? No one ever hardly ever beat him, right? And I know people, it seems like everything goes their way. They're very positive thinkers. They focus on what they have. And, just because of the way I was raised, I was not always a positive thinker. I know it's hard to believe now, but when I started changing my mindset and focusing on positive things, my life literally started to change, and all kinds of wonderful, amazing, like crazy good things started flooding in. So thank you for joining me today. If you have any questions, hey Becky, go back and watch the rerun because this was a good one. Let me know if you got some value out of this. And I have a challenge for you. I just want you to pick something, even if it's like a favorite color. Maybe you can pick, how some people have a favorite number. Now, my favorite number is 9/21. The reason is I was born at 9:21 a.m. on 9/21, September 21st. And everywhere I go, I see 9/21, 9/21, 9/21. It's not anything mystical or magical. It's just that that's the number that I focus on. So I want you to pick a favorite number or a favorite car or something. Focus on it. I bet you're going to see it everywhere you go. And then you're going to know that this is really true. So thank you for joining me. Like I said, if you got some value out of it, give me a thumbs up, give me a little heart, give me a comment. Tell me what you're going to focus on. And then come back and tell me if you started actually seeing it. And if you know someone who can benefit from this, definitely share it. Share it on your page. Share it with them. You guys have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you soon. Take care.